Okay, so let's do one more problem in practicing order of operations. This one is going to involve a little bit of a fraction type of feel to it. Let me write it out here. So we're going to have 2, and in brackets we're going to have 4 to the third power plus 2 all over 4 plus 15 minus 20. Okay, so this is the problem we're going to start with. Remember, when we have that 2 next to our brackets, at the end we're going to be multiplying, because guess what? We have to solve everything inside of these brackets first before we can multiply that 2, because brackets are part of our grouping symbols. Okay, and one more surprise, there is an invisible set of parentheses on top of my fraction up here. If you see a set of numbers, an operation that needs to happen on top of a fraction, that has an invisible set of parentheses around it, meaning that 4/3 plus 2 has to be our first step. So of course I'm going to do 4 to the third power first. 4 to the third power means 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So we have 64 plus 2 over 4. I'm going to solve this first chunk first before I add 15 minus 20 and the rest of the problem, just so we don't get too much written down here. So 64 plus 2 is 66. And 66 divided by 4. Let me make sure I get the accurate number here. I use my calculator. 66 divided by 4 equals 16.5. Okay, so 16.5. So this section of the problem is what I just solved, and I got 16.5. So now I'm going to rewrite it with 16.5 instead. 16.5 plus 15 minus 20, and all of that is going to be multiplied by 2 at the end. So 16.5 plus 15 would give me 31.5. 31.5 minus 20 would give me 11.5. Don't forget that I have to multiply by 2 on the outside there. And let me just double check my answer here. Sometimes my mental math isn't accurate, so I like to double check. 11.5 times 2 is equal to 23. So that's our answer there. This was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step problem. It can get up to 6 steps, but we did the most important stuff, which is talking about the numerator. If you're looking at a problem like this being your first priority, because it has invisible parentheses around it. That means grouping symbols. That's our first step. We also talked about making sure that we have, let me see here, what did we talk about? We talked about exponents. We talked about absolute value, and using GEMA, whatever you'd like to call it, grouping symbols, solve what's inside those first, then exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, add and subtract from left to right, and there you have it.